Hello everyone, CaddywhumpusGamer here, bringing you another episode of Minecraft Awakening. Today is the episode that I've really been looking forward to. Today's episode, I'm going to be showing the Catacombs. They're not done yet, but I've been working on them. You can see that huge thing up ahead. That'll be under dirt and grass and all of that. Alright, so we're going to be working on Infusion, setting up the Infusion altar today. It's actually already set up, I just haven't activated it yet. I'll explain stuff as I go along. So my goal for the Catacombs is to have some sort of structure here. Like one of those things you see in graveyards. It's like the big, I think it's called a mausoleum or something like that. Anyway, have it here. There'll be like, you know, rusty, creaky doors on it. And you go in and you go down. And I had to put these crystals on the ceiling because otherwise it was way too dark in here, especially for filming. I have these pedestals with these crystals just floating on it here. I have each one of the different crystals on these. Then you come into this arched room. To the left, I'm planning on putting in spawner rooms and stuff like that. Then to the right, I want to have some sort of like underground village with pecks and villagers in it. I do a lot. Somebody said I was really good at building because I showed them a picture of something I had done earlier with this, and they're like, "You're a really good builder." And I was like, building the insides of buildings is easy for me. Like, I can dig buildings in the side of a hill. As long as the outside is covered, I can make them look halfway decent. It's trying to build the outside of buildings that I have a really hard time with. So I was thinking maybe I should just like stick most of my base underground. I don't know. So I want to have like a village here for pecks and villagers. Yes, you can transport pecks. I'm going to show that in one of the future episodes, hopefully in the next episode or two, I guess. All right. So then the next point here is going into the infusion altar room, and you can see there's like blue lightning bolts underneath these pedestals with heads on it. Vazki is the only human head that I could get. I don't really like the skin for it. I wish there was a recipe to craft this into like a normal Steve head or something. Alright, then the next spot is zombie heads, then skeleton heads, then the dark skeleton heads. The idea is, you know, humans get turned into zombies, then they die, they get turned into skeletons, then they get roasted, and they're the dark wither skeletons. And there's different colored lightning under each one of the pedestals. And then I put up one of those magnesium torches or whatever it is. And then this is my infusion altar room. And I had to put, this right here is actually, it says it's nether brick, but it's actually not. It's actually painted glowstone. Alright, so now underneath the infusion altar, I put in some stabilizers. And I'll dig down here so you can see that. If you don't know, I've never done any of this. I'm just going off of videos. So I could be wrong, but I have tormented enderman heads is what they're called. And they say they work as an infusion stabilizer. And they also stack on top of each other to make it easier to pack them in here. I figure in the 12 in each direction and the 10 down from the center minus the 2 for the altar and the 1 for the floor, I should be able to fit in just over 1,000 stabilizers into this area. And that get done making noise. Okay, that should stabilize just about anything. I don't like the way these lava tanks don't interact right with nodes, because you can see I actually have a node in each one of these. The idea was lava flowing down into this tank, getting pumped out into these tanks. These generate magical energy and then output it through these things, you know, around the altar, which it's just cosmetic. That doesn't have to be anything for your infusion altar. Alright, so for the infusion altar, you're going to need a runic matrix. You're also going to need arcane stone bricks and arcane stone block. So in the center of it, you're going to stick the bricks on the bottom, then the stone on top. You're going to need an arcane pedestal here, and then one space, and then the runic matrix above it. So it's going to look exactly like this. Then I set up these pedestals in 2 different configurations depending on how many you'll end up needing. And now to activate this, we actually just right click on the runic matrix, and I think you need 25 of each of the different aspects in the wand in order for it to work. I'm not quite sure on the number. So you right click and now it looks like this, which is really cool looking. I kind of like that. Alright, now the other thing you'll see is up here I have an ME interface. That actually goes down and hooks into the ME system. So if I was to throw an item in here, it would actually go into my ME system. But the reason I have this, one of the items we will be making is the Infusion Provider. So right now, the recipe that I'm going to use uses herba. And I can just put that down like right here. And it will suck it into the altar when it needs it. But once we get doing some infusion, we are actually going to need to, you know, be a pain to keep all these jars and stuff filled. So if we make that block, you need the infusion altar in order to make it. You put it in there, and then it just automatically pulls whatever it needs. Alright, so what we're going to make is the Rune of Spring. Where is it? Spring. Alright, so we need 20 herba, which I got 64, so we got enough to make 2 of these. We need a Rune of Water in the center. Alright, so we right click that on here. Alright, now we need spring salad. The problem is with this recipe, it's 9 and it's not going to be balanced. You do want to try and balance these like across from each other. I'll try and link in the description. I linked another website before and for some reason it didn't work right. But I'm going to try and link in the description to a guy who describes all this very well. And then you can check out his video too. Alright, so we're going to put the spring salad here. And with all the stabilizers, it shouldn't matter if I have it a little bit unbalanced. So we're going to go 1, 2, and then let's see, it was 1, 2, 3, and then 3 saplings, I believe. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, I guess. That's as close to balance as I'm going to get because there's 9 things and it's going to be out of whack. And then I believe I just right click here. And you can see instability, -9. Now this says that it's minor instability. So with all the stabilizers I have, there shouldn't be a problem, but you kind of keep an eye on it. It'll suck the items off the pedestal and use them. With a lot of instability, it can have explosions that knock the items off, and you got to place them back down real quick. So you should always have extra. This is the first time I've actually used an infusion altar, so I'm excited about this. I've never used one before. Alright, so now we should just right click and we get 3 runes of spring. So let's set that up and do it again, because we are going to need these. So it's 1, 2, 1, whoops, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. And we still got enough herba, and we right click. This is really cool. I'm excited. Okay, so what do we need the Rune of Spring for? It's used in 25 different shaped crafting recipes. It's used in the Petal Apothecary. It's used in the extreme crafting. So yeah, quite a few things. One of the things I want is steel seeds. I'm sick and tired of never having enough steel and always constantly throwing in iron and charcoal blocks or coal blocks or whatever. I'm sick of it. We can also make all sorts of different seeds. Let's see. Ooh, Nether Seeds. I want Nether Seeds. I gathered so much netherrack building this place, it just annoyed me. And then somebody, it was Narkarath, I think. I'm not sure how you pronounce his name. He's on Discord. He goes, I'm mining netherrack with a smelting pick. He goes, you got fortune on that, right? And I'm like, I thought you couldn't put fortune and smelting on the same pick. He's like, no, you can. So I went from getting 1 nether brick per netherrack to getting anywhere from 1 to 4. So it sped up the process, and I really appreciate that information. I just wish I could have had it sooner. There's like thousands of nether brick went into building this stupid thing. But I think it looks pretty good. I just wish those nodes wouldn't glitch out like they do with the tanks. I'll show you something really funny, okay? If I go here, this node disappears, right? But if I go here, oh, it's not going to do it now. Before, it was like this node disappeared, and this node you could still see through this tank. It's weird. Alright, so we are going to need... Ooh, I wonder. What is it? Cap? No, it's a focus. Let's see. Ooh, I got this one focus. It takes 0.1 aqua and 0.1 terra, and I have no idea what it does. I actually bought it off of a peck. In the next episode, I want to show you how to catch pecks. Okay, we're going to need, like, these wands we can, or wand focus we can make. Where? This one's cool, the portable hole. And we're going to have to make this one. And actually, you know what? Nah, we won't do that today's episode because I have to make sure I got all of this. Actually, you know what? We got a few minutes. So let's hop over here. And I put some more of these travel anchors in so that I can just get around a lot faster and a lot easier. Alright. So I remember we needed, let's see, alienus. Woo, lag. I think we needed this one. What else did we need? Let's see. We need Perditio and Eider. Eider. Oops. And Perditio. Oops. Let's see. Okay, we got those. Now we need an ender pearl, quartz. Oops, I can't get it from there. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. We need a pearl. Shards. And let's see, we needed one of these. Was it an order or was it an air? Let's see. Focus. Oops. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Entropy, air, and earth. Earth, air. Okay, so now we can jump back here. Alright, so if we put the ender pearl, whoops, here, and we put, let's see, we want to try and keep this balanced, so it's, was it here, here, and about here? Yeah, it's not very balanced. Put it over here. Alright, we're going to need entropy shard. Let's see, where? I can never find this thing. There it is. Alright, we're just going to put entropy. We're going to put air. Like I said, there's like very little instability with a recipe like this. Oh, stink! Stink! Almost forgot to put those down. If you don't have the essence, that can cause major, major problems. And I did not grab extra things, so this had better not go badly. Minor instability, okay. What happens if I look at this thing? Oh, there we go. Now we can see. Can I see that without? Yeah, I can. Alright, so that's what it still needs. And then once it pulls all that in, then it'll start grabbing the items. I wish it would say what items it needed, just in case one gets broken. or destroyed or knocked off the pedestal and destroyed. And there we go. So now I should be able to apply this focus. Oh, are you kidding me? Let's see. Options, controls, backpacks, better builders 1, better foliage, configuration, crafting, dark steel, draconic. This should... I was thinking you hit F for focus. I don't have a focus pouch. Alright, well I'll have to show this in the next video when I figure out what the keybind is, because it's already been 16 minutes almost, and it's time to wrap up. So until next time, this is CaddywhumpusGamer, signing off.